This is the method I've learned how to use literally this week on how to become source energy, how to meld yourself with the energy, really make a connection to it, actually feel that you are source energy, like I know we all are. So just listen up. So basically what happened to me over the past few months, I've been, as you know, I've made lots of videos if you listen to my stuff about source energy, how I've communicated, connected, how I've expanded my energy outwards using source energy. But in every one of these meditations journeys I've ever had, I've always seen it from a third eye perspective. And what I mean by this is, it's as if I've been like watching a movie and it's me sat there meditating, then I see this energy come out of me, like source energy, what sort of comes into me, and then I expand it outwards. And I know it was source energy was coming through me, but I never felt like I was the source energy. Now this might sound really weird to somebody, but this is what I experienced, so I'm just going to tell you. So I was told by Source while I was meditating, and I've done this and happened to me for weeks now, I've heard this voice inside when I'm like sending healing, when I'm doing it remotely, or when I'm manifesting. I've been told, you are Source, I am you and you are me. And I've heard this and it's resonated with me. I've talked about us being fractals of Source, like I know we are, but I never really got that connection to exactly what Source was trying to get through to me. But this week I have, and I don't know what it is about the energies of the planet, but something changed last week for me. I was full of so much love for everything, so much appreciation of everything. I just seem to have gone through a transformation, and this what's led me to then appreciate what Source was trying to tell me. So what I was guided and shown how to do was concentrate on that connection to the fractal of Source, what's inside. I always imagine it being in my heart center, and it's there, and I see it as a sort of glowing light what expands. But what I started to experience and what Source kept telling me is, while I was meditating, going deeper and deeper, you need to become the light, you need to become me, and I am you, and use this energy. So I started to go deeper and deeper into this energy, to the point where I lost my perspective looking at myself from a third eye point of view. I was not looking at myself under my pyramid or anything of that nature. I became this light, and it was as if my awareness was, I was in the light, I was the light. And it felt this connection momentarily, and I just burst into tears while I was meditating. It was absolutely so beautiful, this millionth of a billionth of the percentage of the love that you must feel when you are truly back with Source. But I felt this, but I also felt, it's just like I knew I was Source energy, and Source then was, I heard the voice in my head again excuse me, saying to me, use this energy wisely. I thought, okay, yes I will. So what I tried to do is heal. So at a later date, so I will stop there, right? So I'd stop that meditation, I'd experienced that, and what then I did, gung-holy, is decided I was going to use this like true connection with Source then to heal, right? So my dog, unbeknown to me, I'd already signed up for an experience with his soul family, with my soul family together, for him to come here, and he's actually got ill at this point. And he sort of, the illness is all to do with his gums and his teeth. Now it's got to the point very recently where he's terrified to go to the vets, by the way, so I can't take him to the vets, but I've had an online sort of consultation sort of thing, and basically I was told that there's nothing we can do about his gums, his teeth. They're going to get to a part where they're going to start bleeding, they're going to fall out, and that's just the progression of this disease. Well, I'm not willing to accept that. As a healer, I knew I can heal him, or at least start to heal him, and I've done meditations, we've connected with his higher self, and his higher self has told me that yes, that's part of his journey, part of our agreement is for him to come here, for me to actually experience not being able to heal him like I've tried to quite recently, and then what happened this time, which is mind-blowingly interesting, so please keep listening. So what I did, I used this connection to Source, like I said, I went inside, I become the light, I felt the connection as if I was Source energy, and I sent it out out of my hands, and instead of seeing myself as a beam of energy coming out of my hands, it felt like myself was being ejected out of my hands because of this connection, what I've just explained. I went into his mouth, went into his teeth, and I sent all my energy, and I was giving it so much, and I did this twice a day for about 3 days, because by then his teeth had been bleeding, and obviously it's very heart-wrenching when your dog gets like this. So I was giving it my all my attention was on my dog, but I didn't use it wisely, and I knew what source meant to me then, because what happened is my dog started to heal, his teeth stopped bleeding. He's just on a road to recovery, I can see it. But as he was recovering, I all of a sudden, within the space of 5 hours, went from having perfectly no pain whatsoever to having an abscess on my face. I could hardly move my jaw. I had horrendous toothache. So basically what I'd done, and I've worked this out over the space of a few days after, is I'd taken on this energy. I'd taken a portion of this energy, and the reason I'd taken on this energy, in hindsight, because my higher self told me this, is basically I needed to learn that if I do not put this source energy as protection around myself before I go in using it to heal, I will then pick up the energy and it will come to me. Now I got a degree of what the dog had got, basically. So I was in this state, I was feeling sorry for myself, and my tooth was really hurting. I will not go to medical centres or dentists, nothing like that, just try to heal myself. And what the healing was all about was me actually realising this. So it was a lesson, what me and my dog had arranged for ourselves on a higher perspective before we came here, for me to realise the power of this source healing, and also what I need to do so it doesn't transfer to me. And when I came to this realisation within the space of probably, I don't know, maybe 2 days into the abscess and the pain, once I'd come to terms with that, literally it went within 18 hours. My face was completely healed, my tooth completely healed, I had no ill effects whatsoever, it had gone. And I had not actually sat there and tried to heal myself as in really like I was with the dog. It was just the fact that I'd come to that conclusion, and that's what the lesson was. So what this has learnt me, and what I want to tell to you guys is our powers are getting so powerful now, and our connection to source are getting powerful, but we also need to have respect for that on ourselves, because like I said, I went in all gung-go because that's what I'm like, trying to heal my dog. I'm going to do it, and I didn't take notice, and I didn't really understand what source was trying to tell me when source said respect this power, because that's the consequences. And then I look back, and my stepson had a problem with his lungs a few weeks ago, and I did the same to him. But before I had this experience, with him, I got a lighter version of what he had, and didn't realise it at the time. But that was the first lesson trying to say to me, put your protection up, use this same energy to protect yourself before you go in and get into the person's energy field when it's on a one-to-one basis. So that's one of the main stories I wanted to tell you today, and in the next video I'm going to describe how I then use this power now to start manifesting in my physical life. Okay, thanks, bye.